What's up guys? In today's video we are going to talk about AI editing, artificial intelligence editing, which is built into the new Luminar 4 software. Let's jump right into it. Just on a quick note, I'm still giving away the Canon jacket tomorrow. For those of you that haven't entered, I'll put the link right up here to go check that video out. If you are new here, consider subscribing. If you find this content valuable or handy in any way, please give this video a thumbs up. First off, for those of you that don't know, Luminar 4 is a software editing program much like Lightroom and Photoshop, but with a unique set of features. It's available on Mac and PC, but enough talking about it. Let's jump in the computer and I'll show you what I mean. I've loaded this photo of Stacy into Lightroom. She's an awesome model to work with. I will link her Instagram details below so you guys can go and give her a follow. The reason I'm starting in Lightroom is you can also use Luminar as a plugin or as a standalone software application, but I prefer to start in Lightroom and I'll show you later why. So from here, I haven't done any edits to this photo. I'm going to right click, edit in Luminar 4. And that's it. Then we just wait for Luminar to open. Okay, so this is pretty much what the Luminar interface looks like. Luminar will literally recognize there is a person in your photo and make the AI portrait enhancer available to use. I've actually tested this. If you load a landscape into Luminar and you go to the portrait section, those areas are actually grayed out. Luminar can identify in your portrait where the face is, the nose, the mouth, the eyes, where everything is located in your image. And it makes artificial adjustments to those, for example, the skin, the eyes, the lips. So what Luminar allows you to do is make portrait adjustments which would otherwise take a really long time in just a few slider moves. Okay, so if we go to the side and we click on this smiley face here, that's your portrait section. And as you can see here on the right hand side, it says AI skin enhancer. So let's start with that. Up the amount a little bit and that would smoothen out the skin. We are selecting the AI skin defects removal. What this is going to do is clean her face up considerably of any blemishes or marks. And shine removal is literally what it says. If there was any shine on her face, you can move this slider as well and it will remove some of the shine that was introduced. Okay, so that just by doing this, let's quickly look at the before and after. If you look here, this icon here is a before and after slider, and I'm going to zoom the image in for you guys so you can have a clearer look. So if we move it like that, so that is the before, and if we move this slider, just look at that. Okay, so let's zoom out again. There you can see a clear difference before and after. And guys, this would really, it will take you quite a while in Photoshop to get to this look. Okay, let's look at the AI portrait enhancer. Here you can see all the options available of things we can change in the portrait. Face light, red eye, eye whitening. Let's go through them one by one and see the changes that it will make if we apply them. The first slider is the face light, and it's adding more light to your model's face, and it's almost like it would be like someone holding up a reflector. So there we can see her face is brightening up. Let's make it 20. Red eye removal. We don't have any red eyes in this image. Eye whitening. Let's whiten her eyes just a little bit. Eye enhancer. That just brings up more details in the eyes and sharpens them. Dark circles, Under her eyes, exactly what it says. She doesn't have any, but let's just put the slider up to about 10. And guys, keeping in mind, this is all AI enhancing, so the software literally does all the hard lifting for you. Okay, then we get to Slim Face 2.0. This is a new feature in Luminar 4.2, and it can get very handy if you're using a wider lens. So let's just add a little bit. Enlarge the eyes. We can just do it again. It's easy to go overboard with these things. Improve the eyebrows or darken them a bit. We can just push the slider a little. Then we get to the lips. In lips you can change a few things. The saturation. So let's make them a little bit redder. Oh, that saturation, here's the redness. Darkening, can add a little bit. And teeth whitening. Okay, so guys, let's quickly look at the before and after once again. So that is the before and the after. Guys, this literally took me not even 2 minutes to do, and in Photoshop you would probably sit for quite a while getting this result. Okay guys, let me quickly show you another cool feature about Luminar. Just like Lightroom, Luminar has got presets. In Luminar they call them looks. The only difference is in Luminar the presets have already got the artificial intelligence settings in them, and if you're not happy you can go back and make minor adjustments just like presets in Lightroom. So for the sake of this, let's reset this image. Let's go to the looks option. We click on looks here, and here it will bring up your different looks. If you click here next to Luminar looks, it will bring up your essentials: street, landscape, portrait, lifestyle, and so forth and so forth. So today we're going to be looking at the portrait looks. So you'll click on that. Okay, it's already open. Okay, so down here it's got the different looks that the presets it's giving you. So from this, let's look at the female portrait. Click on that one, and that automatically applies the changes to what it thinks the portrait should look like. So just by this one click of a button, let's look at the before and after. That's the before and that's the after. I'm going to zoom in for you guys again. It says this is a crazy zoom, so it'll be a bit pixelated, but that's the before and that's the after with one click of a button. Now, if that's not amazing, I don't know what is. So let's get back to the reason why I started in Lightroom personally, and this is obviously my workflow and the way I like to do things. So from here, I'm happy with the changes I've made. I will click apply up here in the left hand corner, and it will save and export this image straight back into Lightroom without me having to do anything. And there it is. Back in Lightroom, all the changes made. You can even go back and add more presets from Lightroom and save it, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, so let's look at another amazing tool Luminar 4 has got to offer. When we jump into this photo, it's a photo I took at the race course. Again, I'm starting in Lightroom and I'm going to edit in Luminar 4. Okay, once we're in Luminar 4, we're going to click on the Creative tab here on the side. And right at the top, it's going to say AI Sky Replacement. We're going to click on that. Now, as we look at this photo, we can see the sky is pretty boring. There's not much going on. So let's do a sky replacement. And guys, normally this kind of sky replacement could take you quite a while to do in Photoshop. Click on sky replacement. Let's go with sunset. Let's go with dramatic sunset 2. And wow, just look at that. One click of a button and you've got a new sky. So what we have got here on the side, there's some horizon blending. If you're not 100% happy with the way it blended the horizon, but I've had a look at this, and 90% of the time you don't have to make any adjustments here. We can relight the scene according to the sky, so we can add a bit so it'll make the screen fit in more with your sky replacement. And then we can add this slider as well. And let's look at the before and after. One click of a button, guys. Just remember, one click of a button. Before and after. I mean, that is just amazing. A big difference. The old way to fix this would be to create a mask and get rid of the sky completely and bring something new in. But I mean, with this feature, it's such a time saver. Okay guys, let's go to your advanced settings, and we're going to move this defocus, sky defocus slider, as it's quite important. With lenses you don't have an infinite depth of field ever, so here you can add some blur to your sky to make it look more realistic. In this case it actually looks pretty good, but we'll just keep the slider around about there. We can also adjust the sky temperature to warm it up a bit more, and the exposure, we can bring the exposure down a bit, or we can bring it up a bit. Again guys, let's look at the before and after. I mean, it's just a totally different image. Another ability that's quite interesting is we can add some sun rays. If we click on the sun rays tab, place sun center, and it'll bring you this little dot. You can place it right in the middle of the sun or wherever you like. We can bring the amount, and then it's going to add some rays for us. We can play with the overall look, bring the exposure down a bit more of the sky. The sun rays length, we can decrease the length of the rays. And the penetration, we can move it up or down to really make your image stand out. And wow, what a difference. Pretty crazy what you can do in really a fraction of the time it would normally take you. And again guys, as I've explained earlier, all you do is you click apply here in the top left hand corner, and it's going to save all these settings for me back into Lightroom, where I can either edit it further or export it. Again, you can use this as a standalone program as well. You don't have to have Lightroom. I'll just prefer to use it this way. So amazing. Even if we look at the before and after in Lightroom, that was the before and this is the after. Alright guys, this is all we have time for today. Please let me know in the comment section below if Luminar would be something that you would incorporate in your workflow. I will leave the code for download, or the link for download, in a section below. They are running at discounted rates at the moment, and who knows, AI might be the future of editing. As always guys, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, consider subscribing, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.